Good evening. This is the Elliott wave update for the S&P 500 for Tuesday, May 24th, 2022. Nothing too big to be adding to our current views for the upside or the downside. And so we did get some very nice moves today, right off the opening. There was a very profitable downside move, followed by not as intense, but a strong upside move that also was profitable and provided some really good trades. So we still have the probability, the potential for the market to continue to higher. I'm going to drop down to that daily. So I continue to view that this is the completion point for the minor third wave, and that we are moving higher in a minor fourth wave. And my expectations remain that the market is likely to move back at least to close to the 4,100 level. We have 4,020, and as high I think we can get is about 4,182, possibly up to the 4,200 area. These are different fibs, but what we did today is we had a solid down opening, and then the market rallied, and it rallied pretty much straight up into the close, whereupon now we are just sliding off a little bit. So it's corrected. If the market's intended to continue to go up, so we got to deal with them. I think it's the mouse pad, folks. Everybody that follows me knows it's like I go through this grief with my mouse. So far, if we have this as the low for minor 3, and then we have an A, we have a beautiful B, and we're now in the C wave up. And the B wave was completed again on this morning's opening. So that's the move. It was very, very nice. So it was quick. You could have been done for the day if you met goals. Continuing to trade, saw a nice upside swing. And then basically kind of got choppy for the balance of the session. But then towards the close, they picked it up and they just decided to take it up. And then after continued, and now we're just putting a correction. Anyway, C wave needs to be proven. One, by getting itself back above 39.8250, getting above that level and continuing. So no hesitation really between here and getting itself back above 4,000. So the strength would be to the upside. And if it gets going, that would be levels that I would expect that the market will be taken to. First out of the gate, we do have continued resistance at 39.6768. That is from the hourly 200. A break there clears the path for quite some way. We had solid decline, so we don't really have a lot of price support coming out of that. We may find resistance points on the way back up, but again, they're a little bit wider out. So 4,000, once it gets above 40 at 39.68, it does clear the path. We'll have some additional up here at this high at 39.82. But I don't suspect that if we can get it above 39.68, that it will have a great deal of problems with 39.82. But again, we have to wait and see. So downside now would suggest that we have seen the minor wave 4, which would come in incredibly small versus the minute 4, incredibly small. So I just feel that one way or the other, either this gets moved or this goes. And we got to get it up into here. That would be on that degree. Otherwise, we're playing around here. The more likely is that this gets moved down to here, and that's this 4. And we toll, and we come back down, and we get even further lower. Then put in a minor 3. Then put in another one of these, but bigger. See, when we get that minor 4 correction, and it's a pop, it's a bounce, I would expect it to be as powerful as we're seeing, but bigger because it's a minor. It's a 1 degree higher than what this is. So I got to compare this to that. It doesn't make sense. So that's why I'm holding out. But we're inside day. So both sides still have the potential and the probability, at least a 50-50 of playing out. Upside, we need to break above 39.68 and keep going. Get above 4,000 and keep going. Can't be bumpy. It really has to be pretty consistent and all the way. Failure to do that just leads me that the sellers will come in, take over, and push us down below that 38.07 low and into the 3,700 handle. So that's really anything 37.85, 37.40 all the way down. Ultimately, though, remember, I've been looking for 36, 34, 35 all the way down in there, but to maybe finish something a little bit higher, but it could be the minor, could be that minor 3. So we'll see. The volatility comes in, it's sudden. We're getting a lot of reports now coming out again as this repricing process continues. We're seeing it now. You know, we had Snapchat coming out and talking about, well, you know, let's not get too excited here, but, and the market let you know, oh, no, we weren't too excited, but we don't want to hold your stock. And God, you've held it from as high as Snapchat got. You held it all the way down to here, but this was the last straw. It's kind of amazing, but I guess so. Point of recognition. So, and then the stock continues to decline. So that's, it's a serious message about overvaluation, about companies that really don't have revenue generating, strong revenue generation. We'll see. In any case, it continues to roll through the NASDAQ, through the tech titans, which carry a heavier weight in the S&P, set up by the S&P folks to do just what it does. Okay, so everything remains in place as it was, and we will see what happens. Again, that hourly 200 is pretty flat and providing some pretty steady resistance as the market comes up and continues to try. But you can see it's been angling down, but it meets the same resistance, and then we get faller, we fall. So that would be the same message. All right, I'm just going to leave it there. There's not a whole lot. So next update will be on Tuesday, the 25th.